Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Here I solve the LeetCode problems. Today I try to find a solution of the problem number 1356, sort integers by the number of 1 bits. You are given an integer array R, sort the integers in the array in ascending order by the number of ones in their binary representation. And in case of two or more integers has the same number of ones, you have to sort them in ascending order. Return the array after sorting it. It's a easy level problem, so the solution is quite straightforward. So we have to make 3 steps. First thing we need to do is to write a function to count ones in some integer. Second thing, we need to find count of ones of each integer is in our array R. And last thing, we need to prepare some custom sort function to sort input array R by number of ones or just value of each integer in case of two integers have the same number of ones. Let's do it. I show how to solve it two ways. One way is by using Python functions. So let's do it. First thing, we need to find a function to count ones. The easiest way to do it in Python is to use function bin. For instance, let's see the result of executing function bin with a parameter of 7. If we run it, we see the result. It's 0b and 3 ones. So we need to count number of ones in this string. So the first two characters is 0b, and because we need to count ones, it's no matter. So to count ones, we could execute function method count with param 1. You can see we got 3 as a result, so we can use it. Second thing, we need to count ones for each number, so we can create a dictionary D and fill it in a loop. For in R, D E equals, and we can use this function. So we can use I. So now we have a dictionary with keys with input numbers and value the count of ones. The last thing we need to do is some custom sort. In the first way, I will use a standard Python sort function. We can use it sorted. If we pass just one argument, it will be sorted by the value of argument. So we need to use custom parameter. The parameter has name key. I need to pass lambda function. lambda e. This lambda function should return a list with two values. These values is the order we need to sort. So first value is value of from our dictionary, so it's d of I. Second option is I. If we run it, it should work. All tests passed, so try to submit it. Yes, it worked and it's quite effective, but we used Python specific functions. Let's try to find some more clean solution. To do it, we need to redefine a function to count ones. So let's create a function named ones count with one argument is I. To find ones, we need to see how number looks in binary representation. For instance, number 7 looks like this. So 0b and 3 ones. So to find ones, what we can do? We can find division remainder by 2. So in binary representation, if we divide the number by 2, we shift numbers to the right. So division by 2 is just remove one number, one. So if we divide again, we remove one more one. So the steps is to find the division remainder and then divide by 2. So by default count is 0, and in a loop while I greater than 0, count plus equal I division remainder 2 and I divided by 2, return count. So we can use this function instead of bin. It should work the same way. Yes, test passed, and it still work. So the last thing we need to redefine is the sort algorithm. We used standard Python algorithm, so let's rewrite it using, for instance, selection sort algorithm. To do it, we need to use two loops. First thing, we need to get the number of elements for I in range n minus 1. mean index is I, and second loop for j in range I plus 1 to n, and if r j is d, so we need to find the least element in the next subarray. So we check each element, and if it's less than min I element, we will update it. So d rj less than d r min I, or the second option, then the number of ones is equals. So we need to compare the value. So if r of j less than r of min I, in this case just update min I, and after the inner loop just swap values. We can do it in one line in Python, so we don't need some temporary variables. And it's in place sort algorithm, so we need to return it. And if I didn't do any errors, it should work. Let's try. Test passed, and let's submit it. So it still works fine. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, press thumb up button. See you tomorrow. Bye.